The Great Britain team for the 2024 Paris Paralympics will feature more than 210 athletes competing across 19 sports. It includes a mix of experienced campaigners as well as some Games debutants, with all aiming to impress on the big stage in front of crowds after Tokyo 2020 was held behind closed doors. Here we look at some of those hoping to shine in the French capital once the Paralympic action begins on 29th August. Sophie Hahn, Para-Athletics. Since retaining her T38 100 meters title in Tokyo, equaling her own world record in the process, things have not been plain sailing for the 27-year-old from Nottingham. Hahn suffered a setback at the 2022 Commonwealth Games in Birmingham, losing out to GB teammate Olivia Breen for her first major competition 100-meter final defeat since 2014. The 2023 Worlds in Paris were another tough experience for Hahn, with bronze in both the 100 meters and 200 meters, although the latter is not a Paralympic event, while she finished with a silver as part of the universal relay team. She faces a formidable challenge in Paris against current world champion Luca Eckler of Hungary and Colombian pair Darian Jimenez, the 2023 world champion and Tokyo silver medalist, and Karen Palomeque, who won silver behind Eckler in Kobe, plus Greek newcomer Lida Manthopoulos. But an impressive run at the London Diamond League meeting last month in 12:55 seconds, the fastest time in the world this year, shows that Hahn is in good form and she will not give up her title without a fight. T38 100 meters, Saturday 31st August, 4x100 meters universal relay, Friday 6 September. William Ellard, para-swimming. One of 16 debutantes on the British para-swimming team, Ellard is hoping to make an impact in the S14 category for swimmers with intellectual impairments and follow former GB swimmer Rhys Dunn, who came away from Tokyo with 3 golds, a silver and a bronze. The 18-year-old from Beccles is based at St Felix Swimming Club and has made big strides over the last couple of years. He made his major international debut at last year's Para-Swimming Worlds in Manchester, taking silver in the 200 meters freestyle and winning gold and silver medals in the relays. Earlier this year, he equalled the 200 meters freestyle world record held by Dunn, and also tops the 2024 100 meter butterfly world rankings. He claimed gold in both events at the Open European Championships in Madeira in April and also showed his versatility with backstroke silver and medley bronze as he prepares for individual events and the freestyle relay. Away from the pool, Ellard is a big Formula One fan and can name every F1 world champion from 1950-2023. S14 butterfly, Thursday 29th August, S14 200 meters freestyle, Saturday 31st August, S14 mixed 400 meter freestyle relay, Sunday 1 September, SM14 200 medley, Wednesday 4 September, S14 100 meters backstroke, Friday 6 September, Kadeena Cox, paracycling. After competing in both cycling and athletics at the past 2 games, Cox will be focusing on the bike this time around. The 33-year-old from Leeds started her sporting career as a sprinter before a stroke in 2014 led to her being diagnosed with multiple sclerosis and starting on her parasport career. At her first Games in Rio, she became the first Briton to win a medal in 2 sports since 1988, with gold in cycling and athletics, and was the flag bearer at the closing ceremony. Between Rio and Tokyo, she had to deal with a knee injury, the after effects of concussion and the impact of disordered eating, as well as the pandemic, but still retained her C45 500 meters time trial crown and was also part of the victorious mixed team sprint squad. She finished 4th in her athletics event, the T38 400 meters. The build-up to Paris has also been challenging, with Cox having a relapse of her MS just days after winning gold at the 2023 World Championships in Glasgow, and then sustaining 2 calf muscle tears which ended her chances of competing in athletics in Paris, although she did retain her world title in Brazil in March and will want to impress again on the big stage. Women's C4-5 500 millimetres, Thursday, 29th August, mixed C1-5 team sprint, Sunday, 1st September. Phil Pratt, wheelchair basketball. Although the 30-year-old Welshman started his sporting career as a wheelchair tennis player, it is wheelchair basketball, where he has become one of the best players in the world. Pratt's first Paralympic experience came at the London 2012 opening ceremony, when he and 7 of his GB under-23 teammates carried the flag into the stadium. 2 years later, he made his GB senior debut at the World Championships and has been an integral part of the squad since then, winning bronze at Rio 2016 and captaining the team to world gold in 2018, and also winning European gold. However, various on- and off-court issues led him to opt out of selection for the Tokyo Paralympics, and he said that watching from home as his teammates won bronze helped fuel him on for Paris. Now based with European and Spanish champions Amiab Albacete, Pratt returned to the squad and at the World Championships, which were played in Dubai in 2023, was a key figure as GB won silver after a last-gasp loss to the USA. He was named in the tournament's All-Star 5. Men's wheelchair basketball, Thursday, 29th August, Saturday, 7 September. Claire Taggart, Boccia. Taggart will be hoping to make it third time lucky at her third games in Paris. Already a history maker, she was the first athlete from Northern Ireland to compete in the sport when she made her debut in Rio in 2016, and will be aiming to become the first woman to win individual gold for Paralympics GB since 1984, when she competes in the BC2 event. Aged 19, she was diagnosed with the neurological condition dystonia, which leads to joint and muscle contractions and spasms, and became a full-time wheelchair user. Finding Boccia changed her life completely, and she joined the world-class program in 2015. Since Tokyo, the sport has separated the category into separate men's and women's events, and Taggart secured world gold in Rio in 2022 and European bronze in 2023, and comes to Paris as world number 1 and will also be part of the BC1-2 team. Taggart, now 29, is also a keen music fan and an animal lover with 6 tortoises, including Gary Lightbody, named after the lead singer of Snow Patrol, and Biffy, named after Scottish rock band Biffy Clyro. She is also Disability Access Officer for Irish League champions Lana FC. Women's BC2, Thursday, 29th August. IRA Sunday, 1st September, BC1-2 team, Tuesday, Thread Thursday, 5 September. Jonnie Peacock, Para-Athletics. Peacock has won a medal at each of his 3 previous Paralympic Games and will want to secure another at his 4th. Millions of people remember him as a 19-year-old shushing the crowd at London 2012 before he stormed to victory in the T44 100 Manans. 4 years later, he retained his title in Rio and then added the 2017 world title in London before a stint on the BBC's Strictly Come Dancing later that year, where he was the first amputee to take part in the show. Things have not run smoothly since, and in Tokyo, he could only win joint bronze in the 100 minuteurs alongside Germany's Johannes Flors, as Felix Streng took gold, although he did take silver in the universal relay. There was disappointment at last year's World Championships in Paris, where he could only finish 5th as Italian newcomer Maxel Amomanu announced his arrival on the big stage. Despite only being 6th fastest on paper in 2024 and now aged 31, Peacock is a man who revels in the big occasion, and it would be foolish to rule him out of another medal challenge both in the individual event and the universal relay. T64 100 meters. Heat Sunday, Fern September, Final Monday, Ya September. 4x100 minutes Universal Relay, Friday, 6 September. Rachel Choong, Para Badminton. Choong had to watch from the sidelines as badminton made its Paralympic debut in Tokyo with her SH6 category for short stature athletes not part of the inaugural programme. But her life changed in late 2021 when it was confirmed for Paris, and 3 years and a lot of hard work later as a full-time athlete, the 30-year-old from Liverpool will become GB's first female player at a Games. Choong, who has a Chinese-Malaysian background, has been competing internationally since 2008 and made her World Championship debut in 2013, winning gold in the women's singles and mixed doubles. She has gone on to regularly accrue major championship singles and doubles medals since then. The chance to become a full-time athlete and train for a Paralympics was an opportunity she says she had to grab with both hands, and she will chase medals on 2 fronts in Paris as GB seek a first gold in the sport. As well as the singles, where she is world number 3, she has a strong chance in the mixed doubles, where her and partner Jack Shepherd are the top pair in the world and have won world bronze and European over the past couple of years. A self-confessed foodie, Choong spent many childhood hours in her grandparents' Chinese and Asian supermarket, and also worked there as a young adult. Women's SH6 singles and SH6 mixed doubles. Thursday, 29th August, Monday, 6 September. Dan Powell, Para-Judo. Powell is following in a family tradition when he takes to the judo mat in Paris. The 33-year-old from Liverpool, who was born with a visual impairment, was just a child when his father Terry, who is also visually impaired, took part in the 1988 Games in Seoul and the 1996 Games in Atlanta, winning bronze in both. He made his Paralympic debut at London 2012, but both he and his brother Mark missed out on medals. In 2018, he shot to fame when he appeared on the ITV show Ninja Warrior UK, becoming the first person with a visual impairment to take part. He said that taking part was scarier than competing in London. After finishing 7th in Tokyo, he took up rowing, impressing there too, but the lure of judo proved too strong and he made the decision to concentrate his efforts on it again. The decision has been vindicated with silver in his J1 90 kg event at the 2022 World Championships in Baku, followed by silver in the 2023 European Championships in Rotterdam, and he goes to Paris ranked 3rd in the world. Powell is also passionate about giving back to the sport and set up the GNR8 Academy in Leicester, a community impact project which helps to support the local people, break down the barriers to physical exercise, and find ways to integrate everyone into the community. He was rewarded earlier this year with the Social Impact Award at the PLX Awards, hosted by UK Sport. Men's 90 kg J1, Saturday, 7 September. Subscribe for more updates. Thanks for supporting and watching.